Hello, this is Henry Pearson, and I did my research project on green urbanism. Uh, Green urbanism is defined as sustainable urban design that creates eco friendly cities that cut waste and emissions, use sustainable construction materials, and promote electrified mobility. Um, in essence, green urbanism is a push by architecture to implement more environmentally friendly concepts into structural design and just structure in general. Um, some of the various benefits of green urbanism include mental health benefits, physical health benefits. The obvious one, it helps good for the environment. There's economic benefits. Urbanism helps allow for more people to live in cities and in Earth or on Earth in general, as more people living in cities will allow for higher populations. Um, yeah, green urbanism helps combat pollution and climate change. And all in all, urbanism looks beautiful. Um, so, for some of the mental health benefits green urbanism provides, green urbanism can help reduce stress and anxiety and lowers rates of depression. Um, this is because just the natural inherent calming effects of nature and just greenery allow for a soothing and calming effect that can help people just center themselves and just feel better about themselves. Uh, this can this can come from a presence of nature, like being around the nature and greenery, but it also can just be the mere sight of nature can allow for this calming effect. Um, and this varies based on frequency of and ease of access to this nature. So the more frequently that you cross by nature and how easily you can access nature jurisdicts the level to which you feel these calming and soothing effects, which is why green urbanism would be a positive solution to mitigate stress and anxiety and depression. Um, as for the physical health benefits green urbanism provides, it can promote exercise and motivate people to exercise. This kind of goes hand in hand with the stress and anxiety. More people are wanting to exercise. It lowers stress and anxiety because that's one of the benefits of exercise. So those kind of go hand in hand. But green urbanism can allow for space to exercise as you have public common areas like public commodities such as parks and like community gardens. These are all like spaces that can be used to exercise if you are an individual struggling to pay for a gym or just simply does not have the space. Um, and green urbanism can promote healthy eating, as if an individual grows their own crops, they are more likely to eat their own food, which is going to be healthier. Um, and green urbanism can allow for higher quality exercise. As mentioned before, the exercise kind of goes hand in hand with the mental health benefits. But what this really means is, say an individual is exercising in a park around nature, it will promote a better quality exercise than were they to be in a gym. Um, Moving on to the environment, green urbanism helping to cleanse the environment takes form in a couple different ways. So the obvious one is that green urbanism takes CO2 out of the air via photosynthesis. Um, so obviously plants take in CO2 for this process. So just the more plants and greenery in general will mean a reduction in CO2. Um, Green urbanism can also affect the number of particulate matter in the air. So this can lower the number of particulate matter falling to street level. If per se there is a total tree cover, um, the particulate matter will fall onto the trees rather than onto the people. So this obviously varies with the level of tree cover in different areas, but the level of particulate matter can go down with increased levels of greenery. Um, the green urbanism reduces the number of air pollutants in general. So any air pollutant, green urbanism can help take those pollutants out of the atmosphere. Um, yeah, I mean, on my research paper, I talked about the nuances of this, but for example, trees can remove around 15% of ozone, 14% of sulfur oxide, 8% of nitrous oxide, and 0.05% of carbon monoxide, um, just for examples. Um, so that's how green urbanism can help cleanse the environment in terms of air quality. But one of the other benefits that it has is the how it lowers the amount of pollutants in water and soil. This is essential for urban living, as if per se someone wanted to start their own garden, as previously mentioned, it would be necessary that they had access to clean water and soil. So this benefit would be very good to if someone wanted to start their own garden in like their apartment, on their balcony, something like that. Um, so yeah, and then the economic benefits green urbanism provides, mainly the the presence of nature and greenery inherently raises the value of houses, because not many people want to live in an area that just doesn't have any greenery, and this makes sense, as previously mentioned, the mental health benefits. Although maybe we don't realize it, they definitely are there. So this explains why people want to live in houses with greenery, and therefore it raises the value of houses. Um, and in terms of other economic benefits, um, certain things can be sold um, through green urbanism, as in like you can sell your food that you grow from your own garden. But despite that, economists um, have worked hard to monetize green urbanism on the individual level. So they've been really trying to put prices on certain things that are kind of intangible. But despite the individual level, they've also worked hard to monetize the public space. So I mean, like it can be very difficult to put a price on, let's say, the mental health benefits provided from a public good such as a park. But um, economists have worked hard to put a price on that, because they need to be able to have a price on it. Otherwise, it's very difficult to push green urbanism. Um, when it comes to politics and implementation of certain ideologies, it always comes down to money. So that is why certain prices have been put on these things. Um, but yeah, all in all, green urbanism is it really has no drawbacks, and probably should be implemented in every way possible. There are forms of it that would be considered extreme. You've definitely seen certain buildings that have just total green urbanism, but even just the smallest little things can drastically change one's environment, and this is important, as the urban lifestyle would be considered very very difficult comparatively to a rural or a suburban lifestyle. Studies have shown that urban living has increased levels of stress and anxiety, depression, those sorts of things. So green urbanism can definitely mitigate those types of issues, and it really is a harmless way of thought that should be pushed in any type of infrastructure and city planning in the future. Thank you.